Hey guys, it's Knifewood back at it with another video. In today's video, we are going to be showcasing Lauri Markkanen in Dunk City Dynasty Taiwan. So first and foremost, I'm sorry for not, releasing a video in like around 5 days. I've been kind of busy, school's been coming back, so, I haven't really had the time to record. But yeah, today we're going to be looking at ranked gameplays of Lauri Markkanen. If you didn't know already, this was a league character that was released alongside Shaq in Taiwan of Dunk City Dynasty. He is a 4. He's a power forward, but he's a stretch 4. He's kind of, if I were to give him a comparison, he's kind of like a Devin Booker, but a forward. And his main gameplay is pick and pops, so setting screens, going to 3, and he has like his main gimmick is like he has contest zones or like different zones on the floor, and like after hitting each zone, basically the whole map becomes his contest zone, and he gets like basically shooting boosts and other boosts while shooting in those zones. So yeah, let's get into today's gameplay. Right, so for the first match, we got a Hakeem Olajuwon, a Dirk, a Drew against a Shaq, a Lauri Markkanen, and a Jason Kidd. So yeah, this particular Lauri Markkanen is basically like the only Lauri Markkanen that's really playing in ranked. So we're going to be spectating his games. He has a pretty high fashion score, so I'm assuming that he's going to be pretty good. But yeah, he has a Jason Kidd and a Shaq on his team against a Hakeem, a Dirk, and a Drew. Shaq with the tip to Jason Kidd. Found Lauri Markkanen, got the screen, and boom. Yep, 3 points cash. One thing Lauri Markkanen could do is shoot the ball. Not gonna lie, especially in Dunk City Dynasty, even in real life. But yeah, okay, got the Dirk, got the bump. Automatic from 3, turnaround fade. I'm assuming they got a double Dirk, because you can't really leave Dirk in single coverage. Jason Kidd, jumper pass, back to Lauri Markkanen. You see, got that little catch and drive, and then try to get that secondary bump, which is one of his moves as well. Try to use Shaq screen, back to Shaq with the dunk cash on Hakeem Olajuwon. But yeah, Lauri Markkanen also has like this little bump fadeaway after, like just in case your drive doesn't work. Dirk goes for 3, shot cycle, clank, Hakeem with the ruling rebound, back to Drew. Back to Dirk again, this time getting double teamed. Looks like Shaq with the help defense, trying to get to work. Got bumped. Nope, but Shaq was there for the hefty contest, trying to get a rebound. He came with the rebound back to Drew. Should be cash open. Yep. But yeah, he has like this little bump where he could fade away after. I mean, you could bump him, but you also don't have to. See, look at that little pivot. But yeah, Shaq with the screen, back to Lauri Markkanen. Ooh, got the shaking off. Back to Jason Kidd. With the 3. But yeah, as you can see, Lauri Markkanen is more of an off-ball character. He should be setting screens. I don't know why he's not. Dirk fadeaway 3 cash, shot cycle. Yeah. Even double team, Dirk is the issue. Shaq with the ball, back to Jason Kidd. Back to Lauri Markkanen. Got the little drive in 3. Nope, slightly in contest. And Shaq with the putback dunk. As you can see, you want to screen first, because then you get a little, what's it called, another speed boost before your driving dash, which is really nice. But yeah, Dirk with the 3 again. Looks like they swapped Lauri onto Drew and Jason Kidd onto Dirk, which makes sense. But yeah, Jason Kidd with the ball. Lauri Markkanen, drive. Nope, clanked. Drew got the ult, and the Shaq with the little 360 hook after 2 knockdowns. That might have been his ult, I'm assuming. Drew with the ball. Back to Dirk, trying to get to work again. Double teamed. Got an open shot from midi somehow and cashed it. Back to Markkanen, trying to get to work from 3. Catch and drive. Nope. Trying to bump. Nope. Again. Looks like a clank. No, 2. Okay. He was inside the line. But yeah, his little catch and dash, that's his little bread and butter. Kind of like Devin Booker, but in my opinion, definitely better. Yep, clank. Shaq with the rebound, back to Jason Kidd. For the midi, leaning midi cash. But yeah, in my opinion, definitely Lauri Markkanen is better because of the screen setting and because you can also kind of rebound because you're a power forward. If you didn't know already, Lauri Markkanen also has a shooting ult. Oh, Jason Kidd tried to get that ultimate steal. Did not work. Post-up protection. Yep. Lauri Markkanen with help defense block. Jason Kidd with the loose ball. Trying to get to work with Lauri Markkanen. Nope. Jason Kidd again with the ball. Shaq with screen jumper pass. Back to Shaq. Trying to get in. Hook. No contest. Cash. 4 points, 47 seconds left. But yeah, as you can see, Lauri Markkanen can play a little bit of defense as well. Once he gets the global, I definitely... Okay, Shaq with the ultimate rebound. Back to Jason Kidd, trying to get to work. Back to Lauri Markkanen, trying to get the bump after the driving dash. Does not work. Jason Kidd got bumped. Jumper pass to Lauri Markkanen for the open 3 ultimate cash. But yeah, in my opinion, I'm definitely getting Lauri Markkanen because I personally really like stretch bigs. And he's an elite character, so I'm definitely getting him E7. Jason Kidd, I don't really like playing... Not Jason Kidd, sorry. Slightly contest, Dirk, ult, Clank, Hakeem with the rebound, back to Drew. Might be cash. Nope, Clank, shot cycle. Shaq with the rebound, back to Jason Kidd, back to Lauri Markkanen. Got the bump and the fade, but slightly contest. Hakeem with the ruling rebound, back to Drew, trying to double pump. No, back to Dirk. Jason Kidd tried to get the steal, but he still got the 3. Should be game though, 4.7 seconds. But yeah, I personally think Jaren Jackson Jr. is kind of like a little bit annoying to play. It's kind of not fluid, so I might just reset him for Lauri Markkanen. But yeah, Shaq with the slam again. A heavily contested, yeah, Clank. As you can see, Lauri Markkanen had 8 points. That's only 2 less than Shaq. But, you know, to be fair, they were kind of running their offense through Lauri Markkanen, trying to get his 3. But yeah, as you can see, he can play help defense as well. Pretty good block. If he sets screen, he has really good movement speed as well. So yeah, let's get into the next match. Alright, so it turns out this Lauri Markkanen team is actually running a trio with the other 2 guys. So it's the same team, but this time it's against a Wemby, a Ben Wallace, and a Harden. So a double big lineup with the Harden. Again, the Lauri Markkanen's team is the same. Turns out they're probably running trio ranked, which I respect. Yeah, Shaq and I think, yeah, it's Wemby. Trying to go for the tip-off. Shaq with the tip-off. Back to Jason Kidd. Trying to get to work. Nope, got Lauri Markkanen open 3 cash. Yep. You cannot leave Lauri Markkanen open from 3. He's probably the best shooting 4/5 in the game. Apart from superstars. It looks like they're double teaming. Okay, they're double teaming Harden and leaving Wallace open, which is, you know, understandable. Try to, you know, bake that 2. Jumper pass back to Lauri Markkanen. Back to Jason Kidd. Trying to get to work. Back to Lauri Markkanen. Trying to get the dash and the bump. Nope. Back to Jason Kidd. Back to Lauri Markkanen again. Yup. Drive and dash 3. Cash. Yeah, his 3 is super strong. See, even then, shot cycle did not matter. Again, they're trying to double this Harden. Leaving the Ben Wallace open. But it's kind of like a zone defense. Okay, slightly contest, great defense by Jason Kidd. Shaq with the ruling rebound. They're trying to bait the shot. Jason Kidd again with the ball, trying to get to work with the post up. Got the hit. Got Lauri Markkanen with the bump, but he didn't fade properly and got the heavily contested midi, one-handed. Yep, bad play. Got Harden open behind the back 3 cash. But that was a bad play. He got the bump, but he didn't fade properly because he was getting double team. Jason Kidd, with a little leaning shot. Somehow Ben Wallace didn't block it, even with his barricade ult. But yeah, cash. Wemby with the ball back to James Harden, getting ghosted double team. Back to Wallace. The pump fake didn't go up straight for some reason. Back to Harden again. Went up for the soft layup. Shaq with the block, kind of trolling. Jason Kidd with the ball, leaning heavily contest. Horrible shot from both ends. Back to Harden. Back to Wemby. Back to Ben Wallace. Pump fake again. A very passive Ben Wallace. Back to Harden for 3. I guess it works. 3 is better than 2. I guess. But yeah, Jason Kidd again. Back to Lauri Markkanen, trying to get the drive and the bump. Nope. Jason Kidd again. Back to Lauri Markkanen for 3. Clank. Shot cycle finally kicking in. And Shaq with the putback dunk. But yeah, Taiwan really likes 3-point focused game for some reason. Wallace again with the pump fake. Got the bump on Jason Kidd. Back to Wemby. Uncontested 3 cash. Yeah. I reset my Wemby. Kind of boring to play in my opinion. It's just my opinion though. Lauri Markkanen back to Jason Kidd. Got the little drive, but then, yep, got bumped. Back to Shaquille O'Neal. And even Ben Wallace couldn't stop him. For some reason, this Shaq has a Brooklyn jersey. For some reason. Yeah, Jason Kidd with the ball. Trying to get to work, got bumped. Jason Kidd trying to win for the steal. Nope. Again, back to Harden, finally back again. Slightly contested ultimate. Great defense. Shaq with a little rebound. Got back to Lauri Markkanen, trying to make something work. From 3, yep. For some reason, left him open. Cash. Yeah, his 3 is super strong. Like I said. 4 points lead, 50 seconds left. Back to James Harden, trying to get to work. Wallace with the pump fake again. Trying to get to work. Step back from 3, cash. Yeah, that was a really good move. Try to bait that little Euro step floater, but instead going for that step back. Lauri Markkanen also has a little 360, turns out. Ooh, okay. Got the 3. Try to wait for the 3. Would have been open, but Wemby used his alien block on that 3. Harden trying to get to work. Jason Kidd trying to go for the steal. Step back, pass, back to Wallace. Pump fake, back to Harden. Getting doubled. That little floater is heavily contested. Trying to go for floor ball. No, Wallace got it and got the little slam. Okay. 1 point lead for the opposing team. 19 seconds left. Definitely running out the shot clock. Yeah. Trying to go for something. Anything. Just pass it around. Jason Kidd trying not to get an intercept. Posting up. Got a little post up fade. I think, yeah, Jason Kidd recently got buffed. And I think now he had, like, his little leaning shot can be directly chained out of the leaning shot, which I think is really nice. Ooh, Jason Kidd with the steal. Yeah, this game. Wallace, too passive. Just got to go up. But yeah, that's game. Again, Lauri Markkanen leading scorer. As you can see, Lauri Markkanen, one of the best sharpshooters, pure sharpshooters in the game, let alone bigs, right? So yeah, I'm definitely going to pick him up when he comes to Global. He's probably, I think he's the only elite we don't have in Global, apart from naturally the Chinese characters. So yeah, if you liked today's video, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think about Lauri Markkanen in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.